Live from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Washington Nationals. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. So the Cincinnati Reds find themselves as underdogs as the curtain rises on the season. Singy, what do you say in the clubhouse when a lot of folks are writing you off before the first pitch is even thrown? All right, ready to go here.
Leading
and now for the Reds. Tony Fox.
Number 29.
Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1's the count.
High fly ball out to center field. Correa under it. One down. Here's the lineup for the Reds.
Designated hitter,
and the challenge
27.
for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Steve Dawley stands in here.
0-1.
Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. So a pitcher making his major league debut and getting the opening day start. Not something we see very often.
No kidding, Boog. And just look around the league here on opening day. You'll see a lot of proven aces getting the start. So they're hoping that that's what he can be for this organization. Someone who can start a bunch of opening days for them in the future as well.
And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting the ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
0-2's the count.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Next
Well, that's
offering
off the
misses. Now 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 out, space is empty. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill, Alex Santo.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And stepping in is the speedy Lyle Olszewski, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Random pulls it down, and there's one down. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
So up next, Willie Joe Gary Jr.
Number 22.
Lined into right. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And his first big league hit is a double. Willie Joe Gary Jr. with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
Two outs. Missed with a changeup, and a count 2-1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So a good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
And the 3-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. In the air out towards right center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So runner at second, 2 down. Ramiro getting ready to hit. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Next offering is in for a strike. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Next offering upstairs. Runner at second, 2 down here on opening day. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. He makes the grab, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Top of the second. Here's the second baseman, Darrell Mason.
Number 32.
Guillen back to work. And ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Two balls, no strikes to count. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself
Joey
into a good
Wendell.
count. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Bunch it towards the mound. To first. 1 out in the second. Joe Brandon, the next to hit for the Reds.
26.
Towards first, boots it, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Batting 7.
Joe
Left
Brandon
fielder,
digs in
28.
now. Swing and a ground ball. Random. Zips it across. That's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the first baseman, Joe Brandon.
First baseman, number 1.
Off the mark there. 1-0. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Right side, Mason. Tosses to first. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock.
Batting
He
7.
knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step,
Number
secure
24.
his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Joe Brandon in the box now. No balls and a strike. Just missed. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Random hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now Joe Random. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. That one missed.
1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Out to short, Wendell. Third out. For Washington, score remains tied 1-1. On to the 3rd inning, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Joe Random. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Next to hit, Joe Random. Drops a bunt down the first base side. To second, there's one. And that's all they'll get.
Now batting number 29.
Back to the top of the lineup, Tony Fox, the next to hit for the Reds. Ball 1 there. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. One away with a runner at third here on opening day. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Steve Dawley. On the ground to the left. And that one handled. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out. So 1 hit is all they get. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now up for Washington, Joe Random.
Number 16.
The shortstop takes the ball. Right through there for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Liner, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Bill. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Lyle Olszewski.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Next offering is down low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Random aboard here at first with nobody out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Now a slow roller to second. Off balance feed, there's one. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it. Now the number 2 hitter, J.C. Correa. Pickoff move to first. Olszewski dives back in safely. Popped up. Dunlap settles underneath it. They got it for out number 2. Up now for Washington, Willie Joe Gary Jr. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And the inning is over. And we're back out of the fourth. In now for the Reds, Justin Dunlap. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
Well, these Reds just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Darrell Mason, the next to hit for the Reds. That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Foul ball there. One down, base is empty.
Ball, that's just out.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Random down to first, throws sails on him, and it takes off down the line. Go ahead run on base. Here's Joey Wendell.
Joey Wendell.
Gets the bunt down the right side. Random. One at second.
Yes, you're right.
And he'll hold on to it, so they get one. Here's the catcher, Joe Random. That one the other way. Correa throws to first, and that is that. So it's no. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, number 55. Outside low, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Fights it off, he'll see another.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so Just makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Next to hit for the Nats, Jose Ramiro. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Ramiro, 25 years old, and he's a native of Nicaragua. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now up for Washington, Joe Brandon. He's 0 for 1. Almost got him.
That's inside.
Trying to move him over here. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. All tied 1-1. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite a
off for
pitcher's duel
Cincinnati,
so far.
left
Here's how the
fielder,
starters have
number 28.
performed up to this point. Guillen back to work. There's a strike.
0-1.
On the ground to third, and that chance handled. Slings it across, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And now the center fielder, Joe Brandon. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, number 23.
Now it's going to be Joe Brandon. And he pops up the bunt. Reaching for it, makes the catch. So the lineup flips over. Tony Fox, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a ball.
1-0.
The 1-0. And another
That's
ball.
outside.
Fought off foul. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here on opening day. That's off the inside corner. 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That clips the zone. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And here's the DH for Washington, Joe Brandon.
Hitter, number 24.
Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was
Now
ready to
batting,
swing it on
number
the first
23.
pitch. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And a sac bunt here. Got him on the off-balance throw. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there.
Now
The job was to
batting,
move the
number
runner up
16.
and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Random in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that drops foul. 1 out, the runner at second. Last half of inning number 5.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. It's going to fall for a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Runners stay put. That's ball 1. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Fox toss to second, throw to first, but he beat it.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Up now for Washington, J.C. Correa. There's the strike. Olszewski leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner takes off. Strike in there. No throw, safe at second. That one the other way. Handles, throws to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they pick up a run. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the DH, Steve Dawley. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive and foul ball. Ground ball right side. Correa. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. So digging in, Justin Dunlap. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
1 down, base is empty. That one the other way. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Darrell Mason. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. And he deals. A changeup missing. And the count is 1-1. Swings through that.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Random down to first with it. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. Back here in Nationals Park. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now here is Willie Joe Gary Jr. There's a strike.
Well, these Nats doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Got him swinging. And next will be the cleanup hitter.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
1 out, base is empty. That one to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, number 19.
Here's the left fielder, Jose Ramiro. And there's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nationals go quietly, but they still lead it 2-1. Back in Washington, D.C., top of inning number 7, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Joey Wendell. Just missed. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Joe Random appears to be getting loose. Villegas, a left-hander, also throwing. Line drive. Okay, Singy, I think we can say it's been a successful Major League debut for him on the mound. He's giving this organization and its fans some reasons to be excited about what he can do at this level.
I think so too, Boog. It's always such a good feeling to see someone attack a new challenge and do well at it. And that's what we're witnessing today. It's a brand new environment, and he's finding a way to succeed. He'll be humbled sooner or later, so that's going to come. But I've really liked what I've seen from him in this one. I think he belongs here.
The throw to first, and a couple of quick outs. Now the left fielder, Joe Random, has grounded out a couple of times. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Fair ball. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Vernon Guillen will depart.
Well, Boog, as he leaves, he's got a shot at his first MLB win. He's going to need the rest of that staff to step up and preserve this narrow lead, though.
Now pitching for the
Joe
Nationals.
Random into the game.
Number 20.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the center fielder, Joe Random. Inside. 1-0.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
And the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Back-to-back singles. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And here is Joe Brandom. And that is out of play. And fouled off. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Lifted in the air, right center field. Olszewski on the move. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out. So a strong showing there from the Nats bullpen. Midway in inning number 7. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Paul Coe. Well, one-run game. Joe Brandom digging in for the Nationals. And that one clips the corner. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Freddie Vasquez getting ready to go. And a foul ball. And that one is in the dirt. And it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle
24.
Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Random. Now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That misses, and it's 3-2. Popped up. Fox under it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Random stands in now and watches strike 1.
Yeah. 0-2 is the count.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. Started after it, appeal to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Nationals.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joe Brandom. One down, runner at 3rd. Dunlap now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Just missed.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
That one finds the corner, And the count even 1-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And the count 1-2.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. Be a big pickup.
In the air, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. Tie game here in the 8th.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice
32.
fly, and he gets in the tying run.
And we're back. And the batter will be the shortstop, Joe Brandon. Back to work. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Olszewski in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And now 2-0. There's the strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
That one out to right. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. So up next, J.C. Correa. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Up and in, and a count 2-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Willie Joe Gary Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's ball 4, trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Runner at first with 2 away. Willie Joe Gary Jr. digging in for the Nationals. 1 for 3. Line drive. He's got it, and that ends the inning. All set to start the 9th. And welcome back to the ballpark. Freddie Vasquez on the pitch out of the pen here. On for his major league debut. So we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Outside. 1-2 to count.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That missed by a lot. And it's 2-2. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going. No outs, runner at first. Jose Ramiro digging in for the Nationals. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Winning run. On base at first, no outs. Line drive to short and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Now batting.
Next to hit for the Nats, Joe Random. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Bunts it in the air. 2 down. And now Joe Random. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one.
Pitching for
Back
the
now
Nationals.
and on the mound.
For 0.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Random getting ready to hit. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1.
No, this is a case of just slowing the game down. Sometimes you get so concerned with getting the job done, you forget that you still have to get a good pitch to do the job with.
And that bunted towards 3rd, and that's a foul ball.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Bunting, and he pops it up. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting.
Now
number
here's the Reds
29.
leadoff man, Tony Fox. That's in for a strike.
Inside, ball 1.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Slider squirts away. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Snags it for the 2nd out. So now here's the DH, Steve
Now batting.
Dalton.
Number 27.
strikes that one. It goes to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base, now just 90 feet away.
Fought off foul. And that's outside. 3-1 now. Late swing, foul to the left. Two outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in Nationals Park. And here's the catcher, Joe Random. Puts a bunt down. Throws to first in time. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out. Now here is Joe Random.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Now batting.
Runners in the corners here. One away. Olszewski, the next to hit. That clips the corner.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. One down, and the winning run at third. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Nationals walk it off in extra innings.
So exciting to see a team walk it off. Not so much fun if you're on the other side, but what a great way to win. This team is
a 3-2. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Milwaukee Brewers. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shammy. So the Milwaukee Brewers, with major expectations, they're among the favorites this season. Chris, they'd love to build on that postseason appearance from last year. Do you think it can be a springboard for them?
I do, Boog, because this team has already got the building blocks in place.
So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, Carlos Castro. Unbelievable season for him last year. Hey, Chris?
Well, indeed. I mean, he finished the season last year with an ERA of just over 1. I mean, you're talking about to be under 2 is an elite type of pitcher, and to be just over 1 and have the success that he had, but to have it consistently. You can't go out there and have a blow-up outing or 2 and expect to be able to reach that low of a number at the end of the year. So that just tells you this guy's focus, his resiliency, and his ability to go out there and repeat his delivery. That's why he's elite.
Swings and misses. And there's one away.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Dominique Moreno stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Check swing, called strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball.
1 out,
2
base is
strikes.
empty. Line drive, and that's a base hit into left field.
Batting third,
Dominique Moreno
Tim
with his first
Harper.
major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
And here's the first baseman, Tim Harper. That's
Ball, that's
outside.
outside.
And that is ball 1. Castro, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a sinker, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup.
Yep, that ball
Slider
went out.
misses outside.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And the
Nope.
slider
That's
just
inside.
misses. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Victory.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
2 on, 1 out. Franklin will hit next. Little chopper rolls foul.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
On the ground right side. 4, 6. And they'll just get the 1.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So now the DH spot, Abraham Almonte.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, blocked.
Count
Nothing
1-0.
happening on the bases, though. Runners on first and third, 2 away here on opening day. That one
No, that's
misses. And the count now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one's in there. And it's 2-1. Fouled off. He was late. 2 on, 2 outs. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Tigers strand a pair, and now the Brewers will get their first cuts. Back here in Milwaukee, and today's starter, Russ McCabe. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, this guy had a bunch of
Leadoff
wins
for
last
the
year. I'll
Brewers,
tell you what, as
the
a
second
position
baseman,
player, when
David
you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win,
1-0.
for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that. And that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're
One
hoping
ball,
they get
one
more of
strike.
the same this season.
Just
Ball 2.
missed. Curve in the dirt. Swing and a miss.
Count is 3-2.
Slice to right, and it goes just foul. Payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. 1 away.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled.
Batting
Plus,
second,
it
the
gave the
right
guys
fielder,
behind him an
Philip
opportunity to see
Maeda.
more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
So digging in, Philip Maeda. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1 is
that's
outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Popped up, and that's a fair ball. Julian Gonzalez with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Man at first. Next for the Brewers, Adam Lowry, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Just missed. That one fouled off. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Foul ball. Two outs. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Moreno puts it away, and that is that. Brewers all set for the start of the inning. And now Brian Garcia. Castro back to work. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Will Nair in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. In there at the knees, and the count 1-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Here's a 1-1.
Nope, that's down.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting 8.
Carl Coronado digs in now. And that one fouled off. Garcia over at second. Nair at first with no outs. Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit. His first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
First and second, no outs. Leonard now at the plate. Pitch is in there. That's strike one. On the ground left side, 6. Zips it to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
Duffy batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Next pitch is downstairs. One down, runners at second and third. That's in there. Now 1-2.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
2 on, 1 out. And now it's filled up. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the right fielder, Dominique Moreno. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that misses. Ball 1.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were set.
And now 2-0 as that one missed below the knees. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
On the ground, right side. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. It's offline, and he scores. 3-0.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
2 outs. Runner on first. Tim Harper up now for the Tigers. Check on the runner, and he's back in there. And first offering is fouled off. Already 3 runs across in the frame here at the top of the second. Check swing, called strike. On the ground, and that's just foul. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tosses to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Tigers 3 and the Brewers nothing. Bottom of the second, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Juan Munoz. First pitch misses.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
The other way, and a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Here's Alex Verdugo. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Dominic.
Now here is Dominic Martin. That one the other way. Harper to second. A 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, And the middle infielder throwing to a moving target, everything has to be perfect. And right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Peter Valbuena up now for the Brewers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just off the inside edge. That one way inside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And that is in for a strike. And now 3-1. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Batting ninth, the shortstop.
Next for Milwaukee, Joe Random. Just missed.
1-0.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Swinging a foul out of play. To third. Sends it across to first, and that's the inning. Brewers strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at American Family Field. New inning getting started. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Jacob Franklin. Trying to bunt his way on. And foul ball. Swinging a ground ball, and it stays fair. Jacob Franklin with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Man at first, nobody out. Now it's the DH, Abraham Almonte. Just missed. Almonte measures 5 feet 10 inches, 225 pounds, and he took home the Silver Slugger last year in the American League. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is...
Hauls it in for the out. And up next for Detroit, Brian Garcia. A single and a run scored and a walk. Now moved to first. And he's back in safely. Line drive. That's a hit. And now 2 aboard. And next up for the Tigers, Will Nair. He reached out a walk his first time. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Steps on the bag for 1. And that's 2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 3 and the Brewers nothing. And we're back.
Leading
Leading off,
for the
David
Brewers,
Saldana.
the second baseman.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, get that first hit at the big league level.
And there's a strike. That catches the corner. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Franklin hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Philip.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Philip Maeda. He's 0 for 1. Upstairs.
Ball one, no strikes.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-0. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Philip Maeda with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
One down. Here's the Brewers DH, Julian Gonzalez. And he's already singled in this game. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Maeda, the base runner at first with 1 out.
Yeah.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate.
2 strikes.
And that one missing low.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. It's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
And now the lefty. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hit hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting 1 out of it.
Up now for Milwaukee, Adam Lowry. Flied to right his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. This one in the air, right field. Moreno snags it, and that will end the inning. Start of the 4th. Here's the catcher, Carl Coronado.
Carl Coronado.
And strike 1 to the catcher.
0-1's the count.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-2 is the count.
That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
So up next, Tommy Leonard. Grounded out his first time up. Clips the corner. Strike 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Castro checks the runner. Coronado back in on a dive. That misses. And that's ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Joe Ibar getting loose out there. Richie warming up as well. Not even close there. 2-1.
No, inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fly ball down the line, and it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Tommy Leonard with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Hank Duffy up now for the Tigers. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. They add on as the run scores all the way from first. Hank Duffy with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Carlos Castro out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Pitching for
So
the
they turn
Brewers,
things over to the righty, Nelson Garcia.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Maeda makes the grab, one away.
the batter, the first
And now the first baseman, Tim Harper. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball one. One out, the runner at second here on opening day. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Save! In comes the run from second. And it's now a 6-run lead. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
Man at first with 1 gone, and next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Jacob Franklin, 1 for 2. Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball. Harper, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That's a hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only 1 away. Digging in, Abraham Almonte. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and that loads the bases. So bases loaded with 1 away. Garcia, the next to hit. Swing and a base hit. One run is in. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And it's an 8-run lead.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now it's going to be Will Nair. Fair ball. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they now lead by 9.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
And now, Carl Coronado. Fouled off left side. Two on, one out. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And next to hit for Detroit, Tommy Leonard.
The third baseman, Tommy Leonard.
Inside. And it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Garcia, the runner at third. Nair at first. 2 out of the inning. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Juan Munoz. Late on that fastball.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
1-1.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
The left fielder, number 24, Alex Verdugo.
So a man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. And takes low for ball 1. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one is upstairs. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
First base.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Next for the Brewers, Dominic Martin. And that drops in for a strike. First and second here, no outs. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up. Dunks one into left. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. Dominic Martin with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Valbuena getting ready to hit. Worked to walk in his first trip to the plate. And ball one. All loaded up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Right through there for a strike. A little bit low.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Slap the other way, foul. Bases loaded, nobody out. That's off the inside corner, and it's 3-2. That one hit to right. Moreno hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Brewers,
Joe Randall will hit next. Grounded out his first time. And that clips the inside corner.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That one missing inside. Munoz at third. Verdugo on second. Martin over at first with one away. Lined, and that's a base hit. One run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and it's 9-2. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. David Saldana up now for the Brewers. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Line to left. Puts it away for the out. So first and
now
second with 2 outs.
Fielder,
Philip Maeda up now for the Brewers. Fastball is outside. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. So 2 runs. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Juan Araujo on for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special. The first time you get into a big league ball game, I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing. Well, these Tigers really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now
and here is Dominic Moreno. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Maeda coming on. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman, Tim Harper.
2 down, bases empty. Stepping in, Tim Harper. That one misses. Ball 1. 2 outs, bases empty. Next offering upstairs. This one high in the air to left center. Lowry makes the grab, and that is that. Back here in Milwaukee, and now the DH, Julian Gonzalez. McCabe back to work. And a swing and a miss there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Danny Grove getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Random also throwing. Just missed. That just misses, and it's 2-1. That one lifted to left. Duffy makes the catch. One down.
Now batting, center fielder, Adam
Now it's
Lowry.
the switch hitting outfielder, Adam Lowry. There's the strike up high, and it's 0-1.
One and one.
That one
Ball
missed. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Check swing called strike. And the count now even up. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And his first big league hit is a double. Adam Lowry with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
One out, runner at second. Juan Munoz up now for the Brewers. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Lowry, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time. And they get it out of the play.
Verdugo.
Next for Milwaukee, Alex Verdugo.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. On the ground, right side, Nair gets it to first, and Verdugo is set down. And that is the inning. Brewers strand one. They're down 7. It's 9-2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. First pitch misses. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Joe Ibar, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Ritchie getting loose as well. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one away.
The batter, the designated hitter, Abraham Almonte.
Next is the Tigers DH, Abraham Almonte. 1 for 3. Arrojo,
Ball inside.
only 18 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And there's a ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Verdugo gets under it, puts it away for the out.
The batter, the shortstop, Brian Garcia.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Brian Garcia. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Ball.
Pitch misses there. 2 balls and a
You got
strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. And there's a hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now Will Nair swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Maeda makes the grab, and that is that. 1 left for Detroit, but they still lead it 9-2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Danny Grove.
And
Now
you know,
pitching for
bullpen guys
Detroit.
can struggle sometimes when they're called
Number
upon with big
25.
leads because it just doesn't have
Danny
the same intensity as a
Grove.
tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Martin leading things off and takes a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Anderson, Logan getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Random also getting ready. And that one fouled off. Next offering upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Up next,
Now the third
Brewers.
baseman, Peter
The third
Valbuena.
baseman, Peter Valbuena.
And a strike on the outside edge. Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first
Now
2 batters
batting,
he's faced in this
shortstop,
one, getting
Joe
straight to work. Man, it's
Manda.
talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Tap back up the middle. Fires over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back here in a
Leading
blowout,
off for
which
the
gives us a
Tigers,
chance
the
to talk
catcher,
about
Carl
just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky
that's a ball.
Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball,
You
2
also
strikes.
had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he
in the
lived
Hall
in your
of...
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks
Now
live
back,
right down the street
third
from me,
baseman,
and that's where his
Tommy
batting cage was. I used to
Leonard.
look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Hit in the air, left field. 2 down.
The batter, the left fielder, Hank Duffy.
2 down, base is empty. Hank Duffy up now for the Tigers. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Verdugo sizes this one up, and that'll do it. Back here at American Family Field, set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, David Saldana. First pitch, and he just misses.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of them.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. It's there, and that's a great play.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Philip Maeda digs in now. He swings and fouls one off. Fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Gosh, here it is. Hit
Now
it.
back,
3-pitch
the designated
strikeout.
hitter,
All
Julian
fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of
Gonzalez.
confidence in that pitch right now.
Now at the plate, Julian Gonzalez. That one catches the zone, and that's strike 1. The Tigers up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Moreno makes the grab, and that's the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Dominique Moreno. Arrojo back to work. This one popped up. Random. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman, Tim Harper.
And up next for Detroit, Tim Harper. And
That's
that
a
one
ball.
cutting but missing
Count
down
1-0.
low. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's
2
inside.
balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, left field. Verdugo gets under it and puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Franklin in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Line to left. Verdugo makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 8th, and here is Adam Lowry.
Brewers, the center fielder, Adam Lowry.
And first offering is fouled off. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swings through that one. Coronado gathers, throws to first, in time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Juan Munoz up now for the Brewers. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the slider catches the zone.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's out to center field. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder,
Alex Verdugo up now for the Brewers. First pitch swinging.
All 1's the count.
In the air, right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Through 8 full. Tigers 9 and the Brewers 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the DH, Abraham Almonte. Out towards left center. Verdugo nabs it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Tigers, the shortstop, Brian Garcia.
Now it's the shortstop, Brian Garcia. That one at 95, missed up top. 1-0. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Will
2 outs,
Nair.
base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Will Nair. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And here's the first baseman, Dominic Martin. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it himself, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Now batting, the third baseman, Peter Valbuena.
Now it's going to be Peter Valbuena. And first offering is fouled off. The Tigers up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9. That's a strike.
0-2 is the count.
And that one up and in. Look out. Straighten him up a little bit.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him swinging. And they're down to their last out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Up now for Milwaukee, Joe Brandom. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's ball 2.
Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Tigers slug their way to a win in this one.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.